think maybe sometimes people don't want to hear.
Well, years when I was a young girl, people were, it was something you never talked about in public at all, ever.
It's a normal thing, but I think unfortunately people just aren't, from a really young age, they're not used to talking about it with people. I think like a lot of older generations don't want to talk about it, so they kind of just say it as like, oh, it's a girl's thing, you keep it behind closed doors.
Usually men, especially, don't like talking about it, so...
Periods. Some people have them, and others know nothing about them.
How long is the average menstrual cycle?
Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know. 4? A week.
At what age do you think a girl starts their periods?
Depends.
It varies. I'm guessing between 10 and 20 even, probably. 6.
Can you tell me what menopause is?
When the woman's vagina bleeds.
That's disappointing. So why don't women like to talk about them?
I don't know, I still feel like it's taboo, kind of, do you get what I mean?
If it's you're talking to a male, maybe you think they don't want to hear about it, or they don't understand.
But I would say I wish I'd known about periods before my period started, because my mum didn't talk to me about it.
It was a bit of a shock when I started my periods. I wasn't expecting, I didn't know anything about it. A much easier topic now than it probably was when I'm 41, so probably when I was the age my daughter is now, 9, 10, 11, I didn't know anything about periods, whereas it's something I can openly talk to my daughter about.
Many years ago, when I went to a Catholic school, and we just didn't have any until I was 16, and I was shown a film, and it was literally about a girl inserting a tampon. And we were sat, boys on one side, girls on the other, the boys nearly threw up, and the girls were mortified. And that was basically it. And we were showed a film about abortion as well, because it was a Catholic school, and this was back in the 80s, so... I hope things have changed since then.
I think nowadays it's better.
And they actually had us shouting out the words penis and vagina in class to try and make everyone less, embarrassed about it. So that was quite fun.
And I think in school they talk a lot more about periods and growing up, and it's just one of those things, kind of quite matter of fact, but in a good way.
The curriculum has changed. We've got the new curriculum coming through, so that's happened from September this year. We've got the new RSE code, which has changed things quite considerably. So we've got big words, equality, diversity and sustainability coming through. Previous to this new code, it would have been taught that girls would have been taught separately with regards to their periods, and boys might not even have had those lessons. Now there's far more inclusivity, so depending on how the teacher feels the cohort of the class is, they will be taught all together, so they'll hear the same message about periods, which I think is really nice because it allows that dialogue between girls and boys, and in a safe environment you can ask questions. We will teach them about the mechanics, obviously, of periods and how they work. We will show them all the products available. And then we will answer questions as we go through. It's really, really important. And also talking about the way that periods for girls, all those hormones, how they can make you feel and how you can manage that. And I think that's an important message as well for, boys to know that, hormones can alter moods and they need to be aware of that. The boys get exactly the same message, so that hopefully we don't have a generation of men going, I don't know what they are.
Our generations now, as in people who are not boomers, anyone coming forward, I think they are a lot more open, and so long as that dialogue continues, I think that would be the way to go. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anything specific that can be done, because there's always shame regardless of how open you are, and people unfortunately feel that. So I think just keep it going while we're doing now, talking about it.
And then I think then you'll just grow up thinking it's a normal thing to talk about, which obviously it is.